Alright, on to the next phase here. So we got the hump all cut. I'm gonna put some steel in here. I'm gonna have to do the same thing up here, but we'll get to that when we get there. I got all the old floor pans peeled. I gotta finish cleaning up this, good and solid. We'll clean up here. I got most of all this cut off. I left the hump piece there because I'm gonna need that for a guide there for the back of the pan. So all that side pretty well cleaned down. I'm gonna probably have to do a lot to fix this. I might end up just cutting that whole piece here out. So we'll worry about that later on. That's small potatoes. It's an easy area to work on. So all right, let's get back to cleaning on this and see if maybe we can try to fire some tack welds here on the pan. We got her all cut and bent and shaped to fit. So, all right. Alright, back here, getting this cleaned all up. Back below the windshield here. It's looking a lot better. Still gotta fix that little hole right there, which ain't no big deal. I gotta cut some of this out, put some steel in right here anyway, because I don't like how thin this is. This side here is pretty good shape. Nice and solid still, so we're just gonna coat the shit out of that. And then we'll just come back and deal with the other stuff here. Alright. Alright. Got a couple tacks in anyway, at least enough to get her started up there and get her held up on that section, but it's still way better. I'll just gotta clean up a little more here. So I'll run the grinder down in the gap here and had to cut the edge of this off and weld some new steel in underneath here, so it's alright. We'll just beat it right into that mess when we get there. Alright, it's moving along. I still gotta run some tacks back here, but we're getting there. I'm just tired. It's been a long day. Then we'll just probably give it the little nip and fold that up to square the back there. Alright. Power test. We got running lights on the back, on the side. That one there already knows out. That one's out. We have headlights. Got one. Blower motor's either locked up or not working. I used a low power battery, so my fuel gauge, she's something wrong with it, but it's pegged now. Well, something works at least. Do got brake light when I hit the key, so hopefully it's just oh, no horn. Yep, alright. Well, we got lights anyway. About, I don't know, 2 days, 2 half days of work, maybe 1 solid day to put it together. But basically, we just trimmed out everything we could, cleaned it all up, sprayed it, put the template back into place, marked it so we could clean it up around where I needed to weld. So there's probably about maybe a 1-inch overlay right here, but it's kind of hard to avoid. So whatever, it's still, we got a floor anyway. We need a little more welding and get it all treated, so hopefully it won't rust out so quick. But looking way better than that. Alright, that looks better. Finally starting to look like a car again. So, yep, more work, but hey, once we get the sealant and seal it on the inside, and we're going to go underneath, we got to do some fixing on the bottom side of this little center brace right here, which be a lot easier. Then I can tie the patch piece in between the 2 panels and cover over it after I cut that crap out from down there. This side only got a little spot, it'll be easy to fix. The other side I'm going to cut it apart while I got the floor pan out. So alright, all tough. Alright, so all this work I'm doing on the floor don't mean shit when this is the top seal out of the windshield here. So I've gone in, cleaned it all out, and we fired and pushed it down and refilled the crack and just spilled the window back up here. So hopefully that's going to take care of the leak. Let that shit all dry, and then we'll just kind of clean it up a little bit. Kind of the same deal here at the back. Had a couple little fucking pinholes across the bottom there. No point in even trying to weld them, or just jam them full of sealer and forget about it for now. Come back and deal with that later if we need to. Alright, well, that's kind of where we're at right at the moment, so gotta get back to work on this mess down here. Try to get this seat belt fixed and get the holes drilled and get the other center belts and all that mounted. All that's coming up. Alright, until the next installment. Yep, here's the puzzle piece for this side. It's gonna take a little more work. I mean, still gotta do a lot cleaning it up and trimming, but I gotta get all this cleaned and sprayed, and got to mark off a little more area to trim back here on this panel. I'm gonna have to section another piece up in here to this piece. So I said this side's a little more involved, but it's alright. She's coming along. I'm gonna have to build a lip on this one here like I did on the other side. You can see the lips here, and it's gone here. So I'll section this front right here. I'll put a 90 folded across right there so I can make my ledge down here. Alright, it won't be too bad though. So I gotta go in and clean all this off here where it's spot welded on. I'll just run the grinder on here and I'll peel back all this extra garbage here. So chisel it off, grind it down, clean it up. Alright. Whatever. With the windshield sealed back up, that's going to make a big difference. I mean, when I washed it, it was just pouring in here. I mean, it was terrible. I mean, there's no way, you know, no way I was gonna let that go. But yeah, she's a little ugly, but the time I go through and scrape all the extra crap off up here, off the primer and what have you, and put the chrome trim back on, then I'll take razor blade the windshield's clean here, whatever's showing up from underneath there. Hopefully that should take care of it. Alright, looking better. Still got to deal with the back here, but we'll get to that.